Hello, I'm Gary Patton, developer of InAndOut, the grocery shopping app to help you complete your grocery shopping as fast as possible. In just 1 minute, you will learn how to replace a handwritten grocery list forever. Give me 10 more minutes and I'll show you how to customize the database and sort your list in any store's aisle sequence so you never backtrack for an item again. Let's begin by putting bread, eggs, and skim milk on our list. Watch as I click the store icon and then navigate through the database that has over 500 items. Be sure to notice the screen tips located at the top of all screens. A colon after an item indicates that it is a group that has items appearing below it. Just click on a group to drill down to the next level and then use the back key to navigate back up. Once you've located your item, give it a long touch and it will be added to the shopping list. In this scenario, I've intentionally added egg substitute by mistake so I can show you how to remove items from the list. When reviewing the list, you can add quantities or manually enter a new item. For quantity input, give an item a long touch and then type in the amount. To remove an item, click the functions icon and select Remove Items from the shopping list. The yellow screen indicates you can now remove any item with a long touch. This function is quite handy if you wish to delete each item from the list as you place it in your shopping cart. To deactivate the removal function, press the back key until you return to the functions menu. I will also close and reopen the app to demonstrate the list has been stored automatically and that you can add to it as needed. It is recommended that you close the app when not in use to ensure all data is saved properly. Let's make that shopping list again by using the Favorites feature. In this scenario, I will demonstrate how to mark items as favorites, so you can avoid navigating through the database each time for commonly purchased items. Click the Functions icon and select Edit Store Items. This presents the database again for navigation, but with a yellow background to let you know you are now in editing mode. Find an item, give it a long touch to bring up the Item Edit screen, then check the Favorites box. Use the back key to navigate back into the database and repeat the process for each item desired. When finished, continue to press the back key until you return to the Functions menu screen, which deactivates the Edit Mode feature. Now click the star-shaped icon, which presents all items marked as favorites. You can now enter any of these items to your shopping cart with a long touch. I will now demonstrate how to modify the InAndOut database. The items provided should get you going, but you have the power to totally customize the entries. First, we will add Coke and Pepsi under Pop. Click the Functions icon and select Add Groups and Items. Then navigate the database to the location you wish to add your item. Click where the screen says Add Here and enter the name of the new item. Items to be added at the same level as those appearing on the screen are added at the top. Items to be inserted below another item are inserted to its right. As always, you use the back key to navigate out of the database when you're finished. Now, let's delete gum from the database. Under the Functions icon menu, select Edit Store Items and navigate to the item to be deleted. Give it a long touch and confirm the delete action. Please note, the system will prevent you from deleting a group until all items under that group have been deleted individually. This is a safety feature to prevent accidental mass deletions. Okay, it's time to talk about mapping your store so the shopping list is an aisle sequence. Even though it may sound like a lot of work, it's really quite easy and almost fun. You only need to do this once, since the system stores the information and applies it to future shopping lists. There are two ways to approach this task. First, you can map the items on your list the next time you go shopping. The system logic will apply that location to similar items and store it for you. After just a few visits, you will have the store map for the things you typically buy. Or, you can map the major groups of items, and that information will be applied to all items appearing under those groups, and you're done. Alright, so how do we map a store? If you look closely at the screenshot before you, you can see a number of lines indicating aisles. When you map your very first item, you must tell the system the number of aisles in your store so it has this picture to work with. So, I'm afraid this probably cannot be done in advance of a store visit, but you do only need to do it once. Once entered, the system will present the layout shown with a red ball indicating the item to be mapped. Just drag the ball to the approximate aisle location, tap the screen once, and the system does the rest. Remember, once you do a group such as milk and dairy, all items within the group inherit that location. But you always have the option of mapping any item or group under milk and dairy to a different location if necessary for your particular store. Ready? Let's give mapping a try. Let's map this shopping list. Notice the current sequence. Under the Functions icon, select Map the Shopping List. It will show you any items that need mapping. Since there is no mapping in the system at this point, we must first enter the number of store aisles. Then drag the red ball to the item's approximate aisle location and tap the screen once to store it. Bread will go in aisle 12, the cornflakes in aisle 10, and the eggs to the back of the store near aisle 11. Notice the milk was mapped automatically once the eggs were mapped, giving us our first location for milk and dairy products. As we can see, the items on the list now appear in aisle sequence. Alright, let's try mapping those items again, but this time instead of starting from the shopping list, we will use the Edit Items function. Remember, mapping a group will provide a location to all items appearing under it, unless you give an item in that group a different location elsewhere in the store. As you can see, the final results are the same regardless of which method we use. The last topics I want to discuss are the Help and App Reset functions. The Help feature contains extensive information to assist you anytime you have questions regarding operation of the software. Moving on to the App Reset functions, if you decide to switch to a new grocery store, you will need new mapping data. The Delete All Mapping Data function will erase all mapping information, but leave your other database changes intact. The second reset function is handy for first-time users who want to try out the functions and then quickly erase the data, or for any other reason where you wish to reset the app to its original installation state. Remember, all data will be lost when this function is used. Thank you for taking the time to learn about InAndOut. As you can see, it's really a handy shopping system that you can customize to your needs to get you in and out as fast as possible.